there, I'm Tresa. How are you? If you're new here, welcome. This is all very new for me. I've been trying to just share snippets of my life. I'm a single mom. My adult kids have both just recently moved out, and life is different. I'm selling my house, but it hasn't sold yet, so I'm still here. Half my stuff is packed and gone off in a pod somewhere to be stored. And because we thought the house would sell faster, but things are changing in this world. Times are different. And so I'm just riding it out. Letting Jesus carry me. I'm figuring things out as I go. So I love to cook and bake. And I don't eat a lot of grains. I try to be grain-free as much as I can, definitely gluten-free. When I gave up gluten, it actually, like my reflux just kind of went away. So I found a recipe. I had some sweet potatoes. I kind of go with what I have, and I try to buy vegetables that are in season. Sorry, I'm gonna put this in this bag. And I try to go with what I have as far as what I'm gonna make for recipes. So if I've got a lot of sweet potatoes, or if I've got beets, or kind of whatever's in season, and then whatever I have in the cabinet, or I had some sweet potatoes that I'd cooked the other day, and I've been eating them. I made some sweet potato soup, but I found a recipe for a coconut flour cinnamon sweet potato bread. So I'm putting that together right now. If you want to take a look and see that. It looks pretty good. The thing is, when you make anything with coconut flour, and actually anything that's gluten-free, if you let it sit for a little bit after you mix it, before you bake it, it helps. And with coconut flour, I always let it sit a good 5 to 10 minutes. And I then stir it up again. The coconut flour tends to really absorb a lot of the liquid, and so you want to give it a little bit of time. Give it another stir, then put it in the pan. I'll let it sit for a few minutes, and then I'll pop it in the oven, and I'll let this bake. It calls for maple syrup icing, but I don't have any maple syrup today, so that's okay. I'm just trying to see how long it needs to bake for. 40 minutes at 350. Okay. In the meantime, I'm also cooking some quinoa, which I have on my stove. I'm actually going to turn this around for a second so I don't leave you completely, because I think it's done, and I just want to get it off the burner, let it continue to sit there. And so life is good. I'm in Massachusetts right now, hoping to leave this state and go to a state that's a little more free. And I'm not going to get into a lot of politics here, but not loving Massachusetts lately, so this is going to be a really full bread. I'll show you the pan in a second, and then I'm going to pop it in the oven so it can bake. I used some coconut oil to line the pan. I'm gonna use my finger right now and just get the rest of the batter in there. Hang on one second. I'll show you how it's looking, and then I'll pop it in the oven. So there we have it. I'm gonna let it sit for a minute while we chat, and then I'll pop it in the oven and make a delicious sweet potato bread that I can have for a snack. It's healthy. It's very low in sugar. It has healthy coconut oil in it. It has lots of eggs and simple ingredients. It's just coconut flour, eggs, sweet potato, a very small amount of sugar. There's less than a third of a cup in the whole, about a quarter of a cup in the whole thing. So it won't be super sweet, which is fine with me because I try not to do a lot of sugar. It has, the eggs are from our chickens in the yard, some baking powder, salt, cinnamon, and like I said, the coconut oil. I put some walnuts in it, and it should be pretty yummy. So I'm excited to try this later, and I'll let you know how it is in my next video. And yeah, so life is good, busy. I sell doTERRA essential oils, and I'm not selling anything here. I'm just saying that's part of what I do. I'm a Christian health and fitness coach, and I love to help people be healthy, find healthy solutions, especially single women who are transitioning to maybe an empty nest, or maybe they're downsizing, or whatever they have going on. Like I am. I'm in a big, huge house, and I am ready to move to something smaller since it's just me, where I can be cozy and comfy. And so I help other women to do the same, and in the process, make sure they're taking care of themselves, they're eating really well and healthy, they're drinking plenty of water, they're getting plenty of movement in. We want to keep our metabolism, our metabolic health really strong. So we want to eat well, we want to get movement in, we want to sleep well, we want to do all the things we need to do and manage our stress. So the other thing that I have going on is I had this injury in my thumb, and we're still not completely sure what's happening there, but I have carpal tunnel that has developed in both hands and wrists, and they're a little achy. I'm doing some things. I am trying some different supplements and some different products to see what will help me. I'm trying to keep it all natural, not taking any medications, really want to avoid surgery. So I've got some braces that I wear to sleep in at night, and I am doing some exercises and just being super careful and taking care of them. So that is where I'm at right now. And like I said, I love helping other women to live healthy and do well. So wondering, like, what did you eat today? That's one of my biggest questions for people around how they feel, because gluten and dairy and lots of processed foods and foods that are made with bad processed fats and seed oils and all those bad oils for us can add to the inflammation in your body, which adds to your aches and pains and discomfort. So I keep my oils to olive oil, avocado oil, and coconut oil, and I use a lot of grass-fed butter, which I love in lots of different things. Like I might toast a slice of this and put some grass-fed butter on it if it sounds like a good idea. I always cook my eggs in butter and add butter to rice and pasta and all sorts of things, because I think butter is really good for you. It's a healthy fat. But grass-fed, you want it to be really good grass-fed butter. And I do eat meat. I went for a time in my life where I didn't, but I do eat meat. I make sure that it's organic, grass-fed, really lean meats and healthy meats. And I love fish, wild-caught fish, and tons of fruits and vegetables. Try to bake at home if I'm going to eat something like this. Very little from a bag or a box. And beans and rice and, all that kind of stuff. There's lots of healthy options that fill you up, taste delicious, and are great. So maybe I'll make some soup or stew later this week, and I will share that with you as well. But I just wanted to share this fun recipe with you. I'm going to pop it in the oven right now and let it bake. And I hope that you're all having a great day. God bless you. I'd love to hear about you and what you eat, and if you have any questions for me, so pop any of that in the comments below, and I'll see you again next time. God bless.